Not my first drive of the bus.
Oh God, no!
No.
I believe you've been driving since longer than I have been a part of Desert Bus.
That's possible. Were you not an admirer, though, of Desert Bus back in the day?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you were spiritually part
I'm
of Desert Bus.
experiencing fear.
I'm experiencing fear.
Oh, yes, watching
time.
Ian throwing
Oh, dear.
cords around is a little
Oh, dear.
unsettling.
It's time.
This is probably normal. This is probably totally
But
fine.
Steve, what, Desert Bus 4?
I actually, the chat might know. I don't remember.
4 or 5? It was early.
Okay, see you later. I'm not kissing random people. That's
The
what
chat always knows, so yeah, you know, we put it out there and they figure it out.
Yeah, nah.
There's that delay, though. There's that delay of when you talk about something, and then what is it, about 30 seconds? What, does anyone know?
They're both.
It varies depending on whether you're mobile or not. Ian, you are good there.
Thank you. Perfect.
You're welcome.
All
And it
right.
varies a bit on how many people are in there too, doesn't it, Andrew?
Sorry?
It depends on how many audience members there is to the leg, does it?
I think Twitch might do some stuff depending on whether you're sort of a high capacity stream or low capacity stream, but
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
May I answer a question, Andrew?
Absolutely, Emily, please.
I have been asked.
something else.
Yes, I've started something else because I suffer from
Wait,
a thing
what?
called knitter's hands, wherein I don't know what to do with my hands if I'm not knitting. I have been
All
asked
right.
many times today. It might have even been a challenge at one point about my dress, and I am sorry. I am so sorry to disappoint you, chat. It has no pockets.
Oh,
No pockets.
No
pockets
pockets.
for me.
that's okay. That's a good excuse for a stylish bag.
And this one is very stylish with
Yep.
a. Am I allowed to put this on Kevin?
Sure.
This is my favoriteest knitting bag.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'll just get you to slide that giveaway item just over to the side there. The Team Canada with a beaver riding a Canada goose.
It is the crest of Canada with a beaver riding a Canada goose.
And does the
wearing
beaver
a
have-
rainbow print maple leaf bikini while holding
Knitting needles. Okay, yeah.
It's awesome.
Amazing.
That's a good bag.
Very good.
Excellent.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
Well, it's
I
actually
know
a
what's
giveaway,
happening.
which we're going to be drawing soon because we've now passed 440. But we're going to take a few minutes to do that. Ian, what are you doing?
Oh,
Nothing?
Nothing.
Just taking a break?
Yeah, just hanging out here. Got some
Okay. Cool.
stuff here.
Oh, can I make a request?
Yeah, absolutely. What
You know that the book I'm donating to the mystery box?
Yeah, the photo book for your C-150 Go trip, yeah?
We decided to put a silly number of congratulations in the book. So it's behind the bookcase over there. But when anyone gets a chance, could they add a congratulations somewhere to the book? And
Oh, yeah, so we
back
can
cover,
make sure that we hit that number.
Or a congratulation. if that is-
Congratulations.
I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
moved its way out to the green room.
Oh, okay. Well, if you see it,
Oh no!
take a moment.
Oh no! It looks like it's
Yeah,
been located.
I think we're gonna make sure to keep that. Like, let's actually show off that book just real quick here.
It's
But
been-
we are gonna make sure to put that in the. This is one item that you get to know about from the mystery box. If you're not familiar with the mystery box, everybody who donates to Desert Bus for Hope, any amount of $5 or more, gets one entry to win the mystery box. It's the final giveaway at the end of the event, and Steve has generously donated this signed copy of his book documenting his C-150 Go, his Canadian father-son helicopter circumnavigation
Actually, if you
of
open
the
it up,
world.
You can see all the congratulations building inside.
Oh yeah, people have started.
Front cover, back cover.
Oh, yeah.
There's a fair number of congratulations.
Yeah, we're gonna
going
make
there.
sure we get this chock full of
Yeah, we're
congratulations.
gonna get everyone to put a congratulations in there.
There'll be a
For
lot
sure.
of congratulations.
Yep.
I got a challenge here that I want to do. I mean, they say both, but it's like 90% Colin at this point. So, hey, Colin, thank you for all of your wonderful work that you're doing here at Desert Bus and all of the wonderful photos that you're taking. For those who aren't familiar, I started out doing the photography full-time from Desert Bus 6 onwards, but last year I brought on Colin, initially intending to find an assistant and instead found an equal. So we have been co-photographers for the last 2 years, but this year I'm having a bit of an issue with some tendonitis in my right arm, and I found it a little more difficult to hold a camera than usual. So the vast majority of the work that you're seeing is Colin. I've been helping out a little bit when I can, and I've been helping out a little bit on Instagram. But Colin's been doing an amazing job, and there's a challenge here to thank him for it. So thank you, Colin. Hey everybody! You remember that giveaway we had for the 2 full sets of Modern Masters 25?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Remember that?
Oh heck yeah!
Oh, that's done.
That's done. We're going to draw the winner right now because we're going to roll right into the next giveaway after this.
What item do you want for the next one?
For the next one, it is lot 56.
Thank you, Andrew.
I believe it is that bag there.
Sounds good.
Yep. So right now, we're going to get our helpful stage friend Max Lloyd to hit that button. Because the winner is a name that is familiar to me and familiar to a lot of us.
Is it?
Our winner is Rock Pusher!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Rock Pusher.
Congratulations.
You have just won 2 full sets of Modern Masters 25. Our shipping team is already taking that from Kevin Cam straight to the shipping offices. Thank you, Erica, to get that sent out to you. Congratulations, buddy.
Have fun shipping that to Australia.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I met Rock Pusher at PAX Australia.
I only know Rock Pusher from the chat. Just before we... Actually, I was going to say, just before we dive into that real quick here, I want to highlight the amount of money that raised.
Ooh,
yes.
How much, Andrew?
Over 9,000.
Nice.
$9,479.42.
Nice.
Thank you so much, everybody who donated $8.25 or a multiple thereof for
It
that
says Rock
giveaway.
Pusher is from New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand.
Back in
Ah.
Australia.
Yeah, Pat's
Fun
us.
shipping that to Australia.
That's like calling. That's like calling.
Yeah, you're in
Canadians
trouble with that
to
one.
an American.
Yeah, that's right.
You got to be careful. With
We
that
gotta
stuff.
keep our giveaways rolling really quick here because we got a lot of spicy items we want to give away.
What do we have up next?
Next up is the TARDIS quilt.
Hello. It's
Oh, yeah.
softer on the inside.
Nice.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Wait. Let's rotate.
Are you gonna? Yeah.
It's the same front and back, but it's more fun if we rotate.
The details.
This
really
is the TARDIS quilt, generously donated to us by Crafted by Colette. This TARDIS won't take you traveling through time and space, but it will keep you cozy and warm. Not to mention that it will look absolutely fantastic in your home. The treasured future antique represented delicately in stitches is made from 100% premium acrylic yarn, and the fabric of time is warm and cozy. It measures approximately 50 by 81 inches, or slightly taller than one Kathleen, it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, it's about one Kathleen high, which is plenty big enough to curl up and regenerate underneath with your companion. It could also be used to decorate the sofa in your local Torchwood office, if you happen to have one. Now, we all know that the TARDIS can get dirty. Sometimes you'll spill your fish fingers in custard. Are these all Doctor Who references? Sometimes you get bits of exploded slithine everywhere. No matter what gunk you get on this TARDIS, it can be easily washed in the machine and tumble-dried at a cool temperature. The chameleon circuit is broken, unfortunately, but the TARDIS was made by hand in the Gallifreyan outpost of Hampshire, England. It took more than 120 hours to make,
I believe it.
and its construction was lovingly watched by 3 fluffy supervisors.
That's not a Doctor Who joke.
Generously donated to us by Crafted by Colette. This is amazing looking. I want to run this as a donation drive and giveaway right now. I was going to say let's get Ian's shift total even higher, but let's get Steve's shift total even higher because he's in the chair right now. As it may have been obvious halfway through reading that description, I'm not a Doctor Who'sman. I don't know any Doctor Who numbers.
So the 13 would be the obvious cent value.
Okay.
For regeneration.
Okay. Is that what happens when they change out actors?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to say? It's a police box,
Yeah?
Yes.
and in the Britons,
Yes. I like where your head's at, Ian. Continue.
yeah, I believe it's 119, or is it 999?
It's 999.
That's right.
999.
All right.
We'll be
I'm
available
down.
for this donation drive.
Yeah, let's do a $9.99 donation drive for this one.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Let us run this. I don't know, Max, how you feeling? You feeling 5:30?
Sure.
And then we could fit our last lot in there before from 5:30 to 6? All right, perfect. This is going to be a $9.99 donation drive for the next 41 minutes, going right up until 5:30 p.m. local time. I want to carry Ian and Steve ever higher here as we rapidly approach $494,000 and $5 million lifetime total, which is just unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Like if it sounds unbelievable to you at home, it's even more unbelievable to those of us sitting in this room here.
Well, who remembers the balloons, right? That dropped from the ceiling.
That was Desert Bus 6.
6.
That was
right, and that was
1 million.
2 million lifetime. Kathleen, what was that?
No,
that was
I think
one.
That was one.
That was one. That was the first million.
That was the first
Yeah.
million.
The first million, and now it's what?
Do you remember that,
5?
Steve? Because
Yeah.
we set up the balloons ahead of time, and we had very specific signs everywhere.
No one could say
Do
anything.
not talk about the balloons. It was
Yeah.
like written on every
It was
surface.
awesome.
And I had to-
don't mention the balloons.
Did
And I
someone
had,
blow
I had to be careful to frame them because I was like low down up front. I had to frame the balloons out of every shot.
Oh, right.
So
Yes.
that I couldn't reveal it on my photos, and then I had this big batch of like 100 photos where I'd messed up and they were visible. But I was like, okay, well, after we hit it, then I can post all of these.
So that was the first million,
Yeah.
and now we're at 5.
Five.
Just about.
So do all these
Almost.
balloons come down then?
Oh, hey.
Those are actually microphones. Steve.
We don't want to drop them on anyone's head.
And lights.
And
There's a
Dix
lot
is
up
reminding
there.
us, and then 7 was $500,000 for Bill.
That's right.
Yes.
We miss you, Dix.
I
We
got
hope
a-
you're here again.
I got a
next
couple
year.
for. I got a couple here. Kathleen, you were getting really into your Kathleen character
I didn't
earlier.
even know what you were talking about. And
Yeah.
I'm like, meow.
And you commented on the fact that cats take up as much space as possible.
I did that and
So-
made a lot of personal space.
Could I get everybody else in the room to maybe give Kathleen a little bit of space? Could I get everybody else to just get over on that love seat over there? We're just gonna get a lot of people over there. Kathleen, you want to stretch out and just enjoy how much space you got there.
And Megan, snuggle right in.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to
Just lay across.
recuse myself from non.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
busy not doing anything. It's fine.
Here we are.
We're good. We
Yeah.
have a cat in our midst.
Yep.
I'll scratch your head if you
Excellent.
Yeah.
Somebody offered to donate $10 for this. Is Kathleen sprawls on the couch and exults and how happy and relaxed she is to have all this space to herself.
I'm actually
Oh my
very.
God.
This is great.
Yeah, it's not bad, eh? And I think the challenge says to hold this for the next 45 minutes.
Andrew, I love
Are you cool?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which one?
Oh,
Nah.
which one?
Are you trapped?
Oh yes, most
So many
definitely.
mats. All right, excellent. There's someone here who has submitted a challenge, and they've said, sadly, I can't afford to donate this year. That's okay.
That's okay.
That's totally okay.
Just challenge me to lay around.
Yeah, we encourage you to donate responsibly, and if donating responsibly means not donating, do that.
There are all sorts of ways to support Desert
Exactly.
Bus.
You can support us just by watching, by being a member of the chat, by shouting us out on Twitter,
Yes.
telling your friends.
Telling your friends.
100%. Like,
Penis.
I'm sorry, what?
Not a
There's
good
a
way
note
to.
that said penis.
Okay.
Sure there was, Kathleen. Sure there was.
So they've been searching for a job since earlier this year. They were wondering if they could get some advice on job hunting from the room. I have a little bit to start us off here.
Go for it.
One of the things that I always do when I'm job hunting, I make sure my resume is up to date and flawless. Like, go through it like 9 times looking for typos and then give it to somebody else and let them go through it 9 times looking for typos.
Do not be afraid to do that.
Yeah. Write a cover letter for each place that you apply to. Like, that shows that you care about this company. You've done a little bit of research about the company, the position. Like, a lot of it is about communicating that yes, I have the skill set, but also I want to work there.
Can I
And you, I'm just going to finish this thought here, and then I've got you and then Steve right after that. So communicating that by doing that, making sure that you drop off either the resumes in person or send them in electronic, however you do it, and then following up. I usually say about a week later, and to say like, hey, there's nothing wrong with saying like, hey, I haven't necessarily heard anything back, but I was applying for this position. I'm really excited about it. If there's anything, like, please let me know. I'd love to hear about it. And it's another thing that you can do after an interview. Again, let about a week go by. And it's a way of showing that, hey, I'm really excited about this. Not only am I bringing the skill set you need to this job, but I am bringing the desire to work here, which is not a thing you can train. Kathleen?
I'm so sorry for trying to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
When you said talk about a cover letter, so when you are applying for a job, it is not a human that reads your resume and cover letter. Is usually a robot at these point in times. It's scanned through a thing. And so what you can do to fool the algorithms is you look at the job posting and you look at the words they use to describe the job posting and you incorporate them into your cover letter. If they say they want a team player, if they want detail-oriented, whatever you do, you rewrite your cover letter to include as many words from the job posting as possible. So the or whatever program that is looking at it goes ding, 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 ding.
And this is
19 out of 20
and
hits
this
or whatever.
is important for technical people, even if the words they're using are wrong.
Yes. You use
their
whatever words are in that job posting. You put as many.
You can
of them
also
in there.
use your words, but you need to make
their
sure
words.
you use their words.
Yeah. HR doesn't know what your job is going to be.
It's not lie, but like obviously,
No, not lie, no.
using the words that they use to describe yourself. To describe yourself. Obviously, you take their words and put them into your words, but they are looking for literal text matches.
Like key phrases.
Yes, correct.
So,
Steve, what do you got?
Well, I started a company back in 1993, which I ran for 25 years, and I've probably seen 8 bajillion resumes.
I was
going to
say, I feel like you were the foremost expert in the room.
I don't know if that's true, but I can tell you what I know. So, you guys are right. The gatekeeper for the resumes is very often robotic. And that's just because of the sheer number of resumes that you get. Now, when you get shortlisted, here is some of the stuff that I found the most impactful. So we've already heard the advice, like do a little bit of research on the company, but authenticity is really important in an interview, and eagerness. And what they're looking for is, what I was always looking for was informed authenticity. So get into the company, do some research, look at the press releases, look at what they're doing, try to suss out what the arc of the company is. Like, do some homework.
Yeah,
you're going to do some homework here. Now, and then, and this is important, find something in there that you genuinely and enthusiastically are excited about. I don't mean everything. Pick 1 or 2 things that you go, oh my gosh, I love big data, or I love something, and I genuinely need it. You go in armed with a basic understanding of what the company's trajectory has been to date, where it makes its money, what it's trying to do in the future, and then you attach genuine personal enthusiasm to 1 or more of those things, not like 6, like 2 things. Oh man, I see you're building out a new data processing structure, or I saw you launch this product in February from your website. Half the time no one's reading those press releases on the website. You go and read the press releases, you're like one of 6 people that's ever read that press release. Right. You have this massive leg up at that point.
It's about standing out.
Right, you have this genuine enthusiasm. Find something you really are enthusiastic about. Get a little bit educated on it, and just engage with the person and say, I was really impressed by that. What are you doing next with that product? I've always wanted to be. Or, geez, when I was at, ABC Co., we were doing something similar, but not as cool as this.
Right.
That, I love that. Educated enthusiasm in an interview was almost always the deciding factor for us, at least for
Excellent.
me.
Emily, you have one.
Yeah, and I say this because for the last while I've been working for government. I've also been on the other side of a hiring process now in government, and it's actually pretty similar in a lot of different types of government or other heavily unionized or public service positions. And the biggest thing I can say is the best way to research a position if you are in government, as long as you live in a country that has some kind of freedom of information, is those are publicly accessible. I ended up applying on a position, I came in second, and I was sitting there going, I think this is so far outside my scope, but going through the FOIs, I had all of the information I needed to be able to talk about specific things that I could find, that I could go, this was a project you guys did that I am all in on. So never underestimate the value of being really nerdy and reading FOI requests if you're applying for government.
Can I just add something?
Yeah, what you got,
I
Kathleen?
see Basil Brushoff in chat said, men typically apply for jobs if they meet more than half the criteria. Women on average won't apply unless they meet about 75%. My friend Andy, who's a very successful person.
Yep.
Gave me some very good advice. He's had a lot of he's one of my competitive trivia buddies. I don't know if you've ever met him, but he's had a lot
briefly,
of
I
very
think.
high-paying jobs, and he always said, I have never been qualified for any job I've applied for. Because if I
Yeah,
am qualified
true.
for the job, that means I have nothing to learn, and I will get bored.
Good.
I need to, obviously, I believe I can do it, otherwise I wouldn't apply for it, because it,
Yeah.
doesn't want to get fired. But, like, as long as you think the job if the job is a challenge, if you know some of the skills but not all of them, that's good enough. Nobody expects you to go into a job knowing exactly everything you know how to do, because you don't already work there. You don't already have that job. As long as you're willing to learn and you're willing to put in the effort, apply for it, even if you think it's way outside your skill set, even if you think you're super underqualified, because then you will work hard and you will bring a good attitude to it, and they will reward you with
100%.
that.
And don't be coy in a job interview. If they hit you up for something you don't know, don't pretend you know
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Just say,
yeah.
you know what, I don't know that, but boy, am I excited to learn about it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's a time when I learned a skill like that, but boy, this one is yeah. Don't lie in job interviews.
Ew.
Especially, it's
'Cause, like,
the
the-
worst case scenario isn't that they call you on it; it's that they don't call you on it,
Yeah.
and you get through, and then you're in
Yeah,
trouble.
because the people that you're interviewing with, like almost universally, are just as smart, if not smarter than you.
Yep.
So they're going to tell that you're basically fudging your experience a little bit, and they're not going to call you on it because they don't want to make an awkward situation. They're just going to let you do the interview, leave, and then turn to each other and be like, "Wow, that person sure lied a lot. Let's bring in the next candidate."
Yeah.
So never do that. I have a couple more challenges I want to do here. Man, I love seeing y'all so cozy on the couch over there. Everyone in the room here, this is someone who said they are willing to donate $19.98, which would be 2 entries into our current TARDIS Quilt donation
That's
drive.
right, double dip.
Yeah, double dip.
Nothing
If
wrong
the
with that.
room goes through the alphabet naming different desert bus things. So I'm going to start us off with two
Look for
letters.
this.
A is for Alpha Flight.
Good. Do people count, or does it have to be things?
Unclear.
B is
B-
for button.
B is for button.
C is for couches.
Chesterfields, thank you.
D is for the desert.
Which we drive through endlessly.
Now we're going to make it a poem. Is that what we're doing? That's cool.
Yeah.
E is for the desert. We drive through endlessly. Okay, good.
Well, E is endless.
Endless.
I say E is for the excitement we feel when we're here.
Endless excitement.
Especially
Yeah.
when it's encountered in engineering.
E is for engineering. Absolutely. F. F is for bus.
F is what we press
Well done, sir.
when we press to pay respects.
Yes. G.
Is for giveaways, like
G
the one
is for
going on right
giveaways.
now.
Like the $9.99
Nice.
giveaway we've got going on right now for that TARDIS quilt. Emily, very good. H.
Hope for
Harry.
the children.
Oh, H is for Hope. I also heard H is for Harry, our
H is for
creepy
Harry,
doll.
who haunts our halls.
Oh, wow, Matt with the alliteration.
Nice.
I.
Is for island, like the one we are on.
Oh. And I is also for Ian, who's our driver right now.
Hey, good. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Yes.
whose shift it is currently.
By proxy.
You're correct. J.
For Jordan.
J is for Jordan. J is for Johnny. J is for James,
J is for James.
who'll be bringing us ice cream
J is for,
Bug jam
sometime
on the
tomorrow.
window.
Yeah.
J is for jorts, which are strictly forbidden.
J is for jokes, inside and out.
Kathleen's got it. Which brings us to K for Kathleen.
And kazoo.
And
knitting.
kazoo.
And knitting.
And
K is for
knitting.
knitting.
And K.
Knitting.
L.
The lights which blind us each day.
I mean, yeah, they're real bright.
That's right.
But in
Yeah.
the night, light our way.
Yes.
Even on the lights are on right now on the bus.
M.
Microphone.
M.
The
M is for-
performance mic.
M is for Moonbase, which we're thankful we're not in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or miles for the
Oh,
Milestones.
we
yeah.
drive.
And milestones. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. N.
Night Watch.
Nerds.
Yeah.
Bunch
I
of
like-
nerds.
N is for Night Watch coming up next in less than an hour.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, you will have Matt, you will have Ian, and you will have Graham.
Going to watch. This is
Yep.
a very fast.
Oh,
shift.
we're getting real close to a big number here, folks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, N is for number.
Yes.
Oh,
One of a kind. Giveaways and auctions.
that's true. A lot of the stuff that we do for giveaways and auctions here, it's literally the only one.
Omega.
Omega, yeah. O is for Omega Shift coming up at the end.
Oh.
O. P.
Prizes.
Yes.
Yeah.
P is for
Yeah.
prizes.
Princely prizes.
Yep. Q.
Warp line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Q is for Corp Line, which I believe was originally conceived out of a
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
it
it
was.
started as
Dirt line.
Wrist line and Quap line.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they kind of came together to form Corp Line
Yeah.
as a call-in show, and then I believe y'all from that were just kind of like, well, what if we leaned into
Hey,
this?
what if we did it when we weren't sleep deprived at 3 a.m.?
Yeah. What if we had a good run at it? R.
Running in the hallway. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
The road endlessly before the bus.
Ooh, the road.
The road.
Well, maybe not endlessly.
The random dance party.
Yeah.
Oh.
Raising money for charity.
Yeah.
Yes.
S.
Stage friend for whom without we'd be lost.
Yeah.
Thank you, Max.
Max.
Shipping, who packages all of our
Oh,
prizes.
yeah.
Oh man, we missed.
Snuggling, which is what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Also sweating.
Yeah.
Which is happening right now.
True.
T.
Teller and pen.
Teller and pen.
I like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the reversal.
Yeah. Well, that's how everybody always talks about Teller and pen, is
It's
it
teller
not?
and pen, right?
Tucson.
Ooh.
Oh, Tucson.
Origin and eventual destination.
Yes.
U.
Is for you.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
viewer at home.
The viewer at home. T is
Or
for
you.
teeth. the
Yep.
chat says.
Yes.
Yeah. U. Yeah. I'm gonna.
U is for ooh.
U is for ooh this year. V. I'm gonna. It's got to be Vegas.
Vegas.
Got to be Vegas.
But also the VST.
Yeah.
But also the VST,
Yes.
the
Thank you,
Desert Bus
VST.
Video Strike Team.
Yes.
Huge shout out to the Desert Bus Video Strike Team.
100%, guys.
They are taking all of the things that we do here and turning them into handy bite-sized clips for you to consume on YouTube later, so you get to see what you miss.
All for the low price of zero.
Zero. Yeah, no, they're
Because
all
they're awesome.
They're all volunteers just like us. And a personal shout out to Kateri, who does all of the random dance parties, and I love being able to catch those later on. Where was I?
W.
W.
Wargarbal.
Oh,
the Battle
Wargarbal.
Cry of Ages
Wargarbal.
Past.
Vintage memes.
Vintage memes.
W is for whales. Like whale
Yeah,
down.
whales
Whale
that
plays.
whales that are plaid.
Yeah.
Water that we have to drink a lot of.
Oh, I should drink
And
water.
shower in at least once a day.
Yeah.
X.
Excitement.
The exceptional generosity of our donors.
Absolutely.
The X-ray machine I'm bringing in later.
The XE mug that sometimes sits by.
Oh yeah, X could be for XE. Yeah.
X is for XC that we see every hour on the fives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just boom. Y.
Why?
Why? For the
Yes.
children.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we gotta get a Y though.
Yeah.
Why for yes and
Oh,
Yes.
in all the improv games.
Y for yes and is very good, but I caught in the chat somebody also pointed out X for the JVC XI, our console this year,
Yes.
generously donated by Ben Swillow.
Y for the yellow of the line on our road.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep. And finally, Z.
Zeta.
Zeta.
Zelda themed coffee table.
How about all these Z's we don't get?
Or
at
Zed,
Desert Bus?
Yeah.
even, you know,
Yep.
Andrew?
Sorry,
A Zed.
a Z.
Yes.
Yeah, I would allow
A
a
Zed or
Z.
Z, you
Yeah.
know?
I thought
Or
about that for a
Canada.
second before I decided if I was going to say Z or Z, because I normally say Z. I feel like.
I
Yeah.
like the sound of Z.
I say
rhymes.
Z. I talked to LPZ when we were doing the alphabet. I'm a bad Canadian.
All right.
I don't care.
It doesn't rhyme.
1998
Z doesn't
challenge
rhyme.
complete.
Exactly.
It's literally
Which is
Zeta.
why it's
is the
so
name of that
memorable.
letter. So.
And
It's
to,
terrible.
to conclude the alphabet, can I get everybody within the sound of the co-pilot's voice to give me, on the count of three, a nice long wow? 1, 2, 3. Wow! Perfect.
Totally not a cult.
No.
Don't even worry about it.
Are we allowed to uncuddle ourselves?
Not only are you allowed to, but I'm going to actively encourage you to, because I think it's time that all of you over there engage in a hostile takeover of Kathleen's couch.
Yes.
That's right.
Hostile.
Take it back. Maybe a little less hostile than that.
Did you see the couch? They
I got a
flipped the
leg.
bus.
Okay, maybe could we not do that though?
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kate,
That's okay.
I'm going to get you to trade out there, Kate.
Yeah.
Go.
Actually, Kathleen, you could
Go.
just take over the other couch now.
Yeah. Haha! Freedom.
All right. That was good timing, because that was a challenge as well, was the hostile takeover of Kathleen's couch. I am going to remind people there's 20 minutes remaining on our $9.99 donation drive there for the TARDIS quilt. I'm still seeing those donations come in, carrying Ian up towards 53K shift total, carrying all of us up towards $500,000.
And 5 million lifetime.
And 5 million lifetime. We're getting close. Like, we're less than $4,000 away here. We are, what is that, 33,000? 32,500 away? It's getting close. Not a challenge, but more of a compliment here. From Tyler, this is their first Desert Bus they participated in, and they just made their Desert Bus donor account. Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you.
The website was easy to use and fast. They said they've been loving Desert Bus so far. So thank you, Tyler, for making your donor account and for providing me this moment to remind everybody else, please sign up at desertbus.org and make a donor account. Please fill out a funny name or whatever public name you would like to be known by, because we'll flash those up on the screen. Sometimes we'll call them out. And please make sure to put your address in there so that our shipping team can get these auctions and giveaway items out to you as soon as possible. We have a shipping team that is staffed all the time, so as soon as something is over, as soon as somebody has won, it is boxed up, addressed, put in the mail, ready to go to you. So please make sure that's all up to date. Make your donor account.
Andrew, would you release my extension cord?
Yeah, for sure, I can do that.
Thank you.
Are you telling me we have one more?
No, I was just
You're just playing around.
it's the thing I need to do.
Okay.
You're good.
Thank you. I'm worried.
You're worried?
Yeah.
Why?
It looks like that computer just went off.
Oh.
I did. That's weird.
Oh no.
Oh, did it get a little loose there?
It might have gotten jiggled.
Yeah, it's definitely rebooting.
My apologies on that.
It's coming back.
All right, well, it'll be back in a minute.
Yep.
I'm not too worried about
Is
it.
that what you were worried about, Ian?
Yes, that is what I was worried about.
Ah. Well, it's not the first thing I've unplugged into here. At least I didn't unplug the camera.
Yeah.
Can I go unplug the camera?
No. I would appreciate that.
Matt, just like frantic arms from engineering. No. I am definitely not going to do that. So,
Engineering.
hey,
try
Kathleen,
it. Yes.
do you know the password for this computer?
I think you know the password.
Oh, do
Yeah,
I?
you probably do. It's the one that we use every year.
You're going to have to help me out over here.
It's just look down and to your left.
Not that far down.
Farther up, right there.
Way
Thank
up.
you.
There you go.
Thank you, Corey.